Don't ask me what's right or wrong. Ask me, what's the better story? As of now, I'm just a man of war, a man of great love for his wife. I've been sick of this regime for years. I've been so tired of leaving my home and pledging loyalty to an idiot that can't control his own urges. I've always believed in my wife, believed that when I'd return, she'd wait for me. During the last tour, that fool Sextus had the thought that he could bed my wife and then decided to turn it into words said in my direction. He thinks himself a prince just because his father wears a crown. But he is no king. I've heard the people speak. There's no love, there's no respect for Lucius. He's a tyrant and he needs to be dealt with. And you, my loving wife, gave the reason to rip the crown from his body, even if his head must come with it. So I will give you a chance, one chance. You can be tried and convicted as an adulterer. Maybe your lover Sextus may spare you. But trust me, you are simply one of many. His harem is as expansive as the flowers in the royal garden. However, you can die a faithful, loving wife that was brutally assaulted by a beast in human clothing. How would you rather be remembered? What would your father, your brothers, your mother think of you? Could you bring such shame onto them and onto me? Even if you don't care about shaming us, what about our son? Will you allow him to grow holding such shame? Take this knife in your hand and think about what you truly care about. If you even have an ounce of love for this family, you will drive this into your heart. The same way you already drove a knife through my heart when you decided to allow that man into our home.
So, what would you have me do? Colentinus? Kill myself? What would you have me done? He is the prince. Refuse him, and then what? Do you truly think he would have kept me pure if I said no? You don't say no to Sextus. You don't say anything. You grit your teeth and wait for it to end. You think the other wives have been spared. Those who refused, husbands have never returned from war. But fine, you want me to die your faithful wife. Spare you the shame of having to come to this home. And spare you the fact you don't have the balls to kill me yourself.
Nothing comes if it's my sword that impales you. I just become a husband who couldn't take the fact that Sextus bedded his wife. That means nothing. Even if I attack him, they will just look at me as a disgruntled husband whose wife was taken. Lucretia, you were always seen as the wife most committed to their husband. Those who enlisted with me often spoke of their jealousy. Sextus will not hold his tongue. He will brag to everyone that none is safe from his sword. Even one considered the most faithful woman in Rome fell to her knees in my presence. Even she laid on her back to gain my favor.
Is that what you think of me?
It doesn't matter what I think of you, it matters of others' perception.
We could run.
I will not abandon my country. It's the land that birthed me and raised me to a man. Either we live in shame or you die a faithful tainted wife, and I live as a vengeful husband.
If that's the story you wish to tell, hand me the knife. I'll do what you wish. If you even have an ounce of love left for me, you will ensure that bastard's head ends up on a spike. Know that I loved you and I hated every moment. Goodbye, my love.
Was this truly the right thing to do?
It doesn't matter what was right. History will start from this moment. Sextus caused an innocent married woman to commit suicide because of his actions. My next course of action is to kill that bastard. The death of his son will cause the king to turn his attention to me. The only course of action is to overthrow the king. The price of assaulting my wife will be the death of the royal family. I'll burn their damn castle to the ground. I'll usher in a new era of Rome, one where those who protect the country don't have to worry about coming home to their wife being tainted by a spoiled man-child.
But you know it's a lie. While Lucretia did not want it, she did not protest.
And what does that mean? She didn't protest because she couldn't protest. Sextus knew this as well. I didn't want her to die either, but It had to be done. Everyone knows what the truth is. Everyone knows what kind of woman she was. No one will believe Sextus, and those who do will resent him even more. Now go announce her death and gather the men. We ride to Sextus's mansion tonight. There will be one less prince in a matter of hours. I will no longer be a good man, but what I build will be great. I will ensure she will be remembered fondly in history, and I'll build an empire in her honor.